Have you ever wondered why some people succeed and some people fail? And to be honest, the majority of people is failing. Let me tell you this, there is exactly one thing which is stopping you from actually succeeding. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Because the concept is pretty simple. Right before you're about to succeed, like you make progress, you are consistent with your growth, you're building yourself up, you made some inner work, but you still cannot see the progress. Like it seems like you're failing, and eventually you stop. Eventually, you're so overwhelmed, you're full of doubts, you're full of negative feelings and emotions that you say, fuck it, this is not working. And this is the exact point why so many people are failing. Because right before you succeed, you will fail terribly. And that is the whole point. Right before you are at the top, basically, where you want to be, there will be the hardest part you encounter in your whole journey. And that's the whole point of it. Let me tell you a personal story. When I started to discover myself and discover my authentic side, and I started to show it to the world, I felt very good in my authentic energy, of course, because it is authentic, because it represents my true self. I'm living according to my heart. The problem was this: I started to do it. I started to be myself, and people around me, like, they could not really accept it. They were like, yeah, they found it cool. They laughed with me, but they found it weird. Like I could see it, I could feel it. They told me stuff. They made fun out of me. They were like, "Ah, bro, calm down a little bit. Calm down. Why are you like this?" They were like, "Hey, hey, 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 weird, you know." They were like laughing at me. They could not take me seriously, and this was hella painful because for the first time in my life, basically, I felt like I'm not hiding. I felt like I'm not putting a mask on. I felt like I actually express myself and I'm actually like really enjoying it without overthinking it, without hiding anything. And at this exact point where I felt good, where I was happy basically, people were laughing at me for it. People were judging hard for it. And of course, this made me doubt myself. A lot of times, I doubted myself after almost every interaction. I was so pissed. I was so pissed, disappointed. I was hurt because people were basically rejecting my true self. And I was rejected before for not my true self. And now I'm being rejected for my true self. This hurts a lot. Like, a lot. But the thing is, the exact same people who laughed at me and who judged me a lot back then, now they love me for who I am. Like, when I started, they were judging and laughing at me for being this way, power and whatever. Now they love me for it. Now they know me for it and they love me for it. And that is the whole point I want to bring in this video. When you tap into your authentic energy, when you finally tap into a version of yourself which really feels true to yourself, it's really, you enjoy being this version of yourself, you're truly happy with it. You start to be that version, to act like that version. The problem here is you personally, you have already changed. For you, you are your new version. But the world hasn't catched up yet. The world still sees you as the inauthentic, people pleasing, putting on mask person you were before. So you have to survive this gap because the world, everyone around you still sees you as your old version. So you need to hold your ground basically in your new identity until the world has catched up with you. This basically means I told you when those friends of mine were like laughing at me and judging me and everything. I could have just, because out of doubt and out of judgment, I could have just said, okay, I'm going back to the person I was, where I was not happy, but people accepted me. I could have just done that, but I did not do that. And this is the exact reason why they love me now. Because I hold my frame, I hold my ground with my new identity. I basically refused to go back. I refused to be something else. I told myself and at the same time, basically, the world, I am this, I am like this is my true self, and I'm gonna stand to it, and I'm gonna stay loyal to myself, being loyal to myself. I did not say, like, okay, they're judging me, they're laughing at me, I'm gonna break my own trust to myself and start pretending again. No, no, no. You have to be loyal to your true self. You have to be loyal to your heart. And the point is, when you don't crumble under all this pressure, under all this judgment, and you hold your ground and you stay loyal to yourself, the world will eventually catch up with you. Like, it is something that will happen if you hold your ground. And that's the point, because when you hold your ground long enough and stay loyal to yourself long enough in your true identity, the world will see it and think, oh, he actually is serious about it. This is not some face like, oh, I'm pretending to be this identity and next month I am this identity. No, you actually mean it serious. You are actually in your own energy. This is real. This is important to you. So after a while, the world will catch up. It will happen. Trust me with it. The world will catch up to you. This is the hardest part of it, because it will be painful and you will doubt yourself like hard. You will really doubt yourself. Because suddenly people are pointing at you, people are laughing at you, people are judging at you. Maybe even, probably even more than they did before. But now it's more obvious because they see you change. You are changing, you are evolving live in front of them. A lot of people cannot handle your change. That's also the reason why when you grow and get successful eventually, some of your old friends will turn their back on you. Some friends will go away. Not necessarily because they are bad people, just because like you don't align anymore. You have outgrown them, or you have grown in two different directions. And sometimes it does not align anymore, or sometimes they cannot handle your change. And this is the hardest part of it. But for the sake of being free and living with joy and real to cultivate real love, real connections, you have to live according to your heart and be your true self. And let me tell you this again. It is painful. It is very hard. This minding the gap. It is very hard to survive this period where everyone is judging you. But you need to have patience. You need to have patience. And eventually the world will catch up with you, and you will win a lot out of it. I can tell this over and over again. Like, I gained a lot of positive things through this change, through surviving this time of rejection of judgment. I told you, all the people who judged me, they love me now. And not just them, like, I got so many beautiful friendships, relationships, moments with people, just because I embraced myself. I embraced my true self. So I'm encouraging you here to be strong, stay strong, to hold your ground, be loyal to yourself, even when the whole world is against you. It is about you. It is about you, and it is about the point that you should feel free, you should feel happy, and you should be in alignment with your own self, with your true identity. So as long as you don't feel happy, as long as you feel like you're pretending, this is not the way. You should feel free. You should be in your flow of authenticity, because then everything starts to click. Right before you succeed, right before you break through and really embrace your true self, you will have this very hard period. But let me tell you this is the period you have to survive. And after you survive this period, things will fall into place and you will feel so much fucking better. Your life will literally change. Trust me on that.